Right, so this is the Shimano Power Aero 14,000 XTC. You get it for about 380 quid. Okay, it's got good line lay, it's quick retrieve. Disadvantages are it's quite a large reel. It runs quite smooth and quiet when under extreme stress. When you've got a good fish on, it's still quite, smooth. What is it? It's got a gear ratio of 4:3:1. It's plenty of power and retrieve speed. It's built to a high standard, good quality. Like I say, 380 quid. My experience with Shimano reels, the top end reels, when you pay that sort of money, you really do get some state of the art sort of for your money. It's still a lot of money, but you can tell it's been well thought out, well manufactured. So here we have at number 2 the Dwork 20 Tournament Bascia 45. This reel is very expensive, £680. So it's got a load of modern day engineering, formidable tool for serious angular armory. It's got good casting capabilities, which is what you would expect in a reel of that price. Can gain you those precious extra yards. It's probably one of the best carp reels available for distance fishing. So it's got a total weight of 515 gram. Right, and it's using it through. It's using a lot of carbon. It's lighter than aluminium. So yeah, so it's got a recognisable long casting spool. So it's a very top end reel, and obviously it's for the enthusiast who just wants to have some really fancy gear, and it's incredibly well built, and it's perfect for long distance casting. If you were to say a disadvantage about it obviously would be the cost, and apparently the handle doesn't fold in or something for transportation. Shimano Ultegra 14,000 XE reel, classed as a best mid-range carp rail. Price £160. Used to be a lot more expensive, so this is a very good reel. So again, it's still a fairly expensive Shimano reel, and you get a lot of good features with it. It's got good line lay. Apparently, it's incredible. It's got incredible cranking power. And disadvantages, obviously, it's prone to scratching, but I mean, that's not the be all and end all. So it's got all the long cast Shimano technologies built into it. Super slow oscillation 5 for perfect line lay. It's quite light. So it's for without breaking the bank, you get a very sort of quite a good reel. You can't go wrong with Shimano for reels, in my opinion. So if you just want a reel which is going to get you out there and doing it, it's fun to use. Lovely little Baitrunner flip switch on there. You can preset the drag. I used to have one for carp fishing years ago, and they're just so easy to use and good value for money. This one's at £90. This is the Baitrunner DL6000RB. They look alright. I think the retrieve rate could be a little bit better on some of them, but the bigger versions would improve on that. They are a little bit old-fashioned, a little bit sort of, but they've just stood the test of time, really. They've got a Shimano Dynabalance reel wobble that playing fishing along exists, and the various speed oscillation makes for incredible line lay. So good line lay, super smooth drag. Simple and easy to operate, and disadvantages you could argue it's a little bit on the small side for really big sort of carp fishing. So it'd probably be more suitable to sort of carp fishing in the little sort of commercial lakes, the runs waters and things like that. So this is the best value carp reel if you're just starting out. It's a Dwork Black Widow 25A. Get it for 70 quid. So if you're on a budget, this would be the one. Pretty reliable. It's got a good drag system. You feel you get a lot more value for money than what you actually sort of pay. Disadvantage, if you were going to put a disadvantage, you could say the line clip could be a little bit more improved on it. So it's a good looking reel. It's got a few technical features with it. Abbreviated drag for swift engagement of freespool mode. It's line friendly clip. Perfect for distance casting control. Robust light graphite body. It's got a gear down retriever 461, and that recovers at 92 centimeters of line for every turn. So it's quite a fast retrieve reel for the price there. Not sure what the weight of this reel is, but usually they'd be heavier than their counterparts when they're at that price. So yeah, it's if you're on a budget, that'd be the go-to. This is the ESPN Onyx compact big pit reel, 140 quid. So this is a very powerful reel. It's a good looking reel. You could argue disadvantage is a bit small for long range boat work. But it's, yeah, so it's a compact big pit reel. It's got good cranking power. It's got 7 ball bearings. Will retrieve at 0.95 meters. Alright. And it's got slow oscillation for perfect line lay. Alright, that'll improve your distance casting. And you get 2 spools with it. Alright, you get with shallow spools you'll hold 300 metres of 15 pound, and one ultra shallow that will hold the same amount in 12 pound. Alright, so there you go. It's quite a sort of not a bad reel there, I would say. So this is the Sonic Extractor Pro 5000 GS. This class is the best beginner carp reel, 60 quid. So it's a good price. It's quite light at 445 grams. So that, you know, you could pair it with a shorter rod. Stalking kits. It's got an impressive casting power. It's got good line lay. A quick torque drag, instant anti-reverse, and 471 gear ratio. So it's got a quick folding handle. It's got good athletics. Disadvantages, if you were going to pull holes in it, you could argue that line capacity is lower than most big pit reels. Right, this is the Nash LR8000 reel. This is another budget big pit carp reel. It's available in 6,000 and 10,000 sizes also. So the 8,000, some of the best available for a wide variety of fishing scenarios. Okay, so it's sort of, you know, so it's a bit more variety with it. So it's great with both mono and braided main lines. Yeah, with regards to braid, I mean, it's the trouble with braid. You know, there's not a lot of stretch in it, so you're likely, you know, good fish. If you get your calculations wrong, there isn't a lot of time before you're going to get snapped off. As where you make a mistake with mono, chances are it'll just give you just about enough time just to rescue the situation. So, yeah, braid is, you know, some fisheries don't allow braid as well. So, okay, so this is what we got: a fast drag. It's compact and lightweight design. It's great line lay. Cons, it's not the best for casting extreme ranges. Now have a look at the 10,000 models. It's got 8 plus 1 ball bearings and a beefy gear ratio of 491 to be quite a fast retrieve. Right, so this would be my pick. It's the Daiwa 22 Whisker. Okay, and it's 225 quid. And for me, this would be my pick. I've always liked the Daiwa Whisker stuff. It's got a high line capacity, 2 spare spools. Disadvantages: new drag design might take some getting used to. Okay, so it's incredible casting characteristics, and it's less than half the price of the big brother, the Bascia, which is twice the price. It's the first Daiwa reel to feature the QDM drag system. The drag switches from open to closed via one full turn. 45mm spool stroke in combination with slow cross wrap tech ensures friction-free line lay to improve casting. Okay, so it says here talking about fishing at distances of a monster 700 metres of 0.35mm line. Alright, so you can, so it's a real sort of, a real big open water sort of carp fishing sort of reel. Last but not least, the Fox 12,000 XC Big Pit reel, 135 quid. So this is the flagship model, which has been updated and improved. So it's incredibly versatile. It features a new carbon polymer body. The weight of the reel has been reduced dramatically to 610 grams. Alright, super slow oscillation, MetTech gearing for superior line lay, cranking power 96 centimeters per turn. Okay, it's got a line clip with it. Yeah, spare spools can be brought in shallow and deep. Deep spool holding 515 metres of 18-pound line. So disadvantage, no deep spools supplied, so you've got to buy them separately. Packed with clever little features. Great casting reel.